Welcome students. In this session, we are going to study first chapter of Mathematics 2. The chapter name is Differentiation. So this is the first chapter of Mathematics 2. In this chapter, we will see some subtopics. The first topic is derivative of composite function. Second point is derivatives of inverse function. Third point is derivatives of implicit function. Fourth one is higher order derivatives. Fifth one is geometry of derivatives. Sixth one is logarithmic differentiation. Seventh one is derivatives of parametric function. Students, we shall see each and every subtopics one by one. Before that, we need to study some basic concepts about derivatives, and these basic concepts we have already seen in previous class. What we have done in previous class? Actually, we have seen the definition of derivatives. After that, we have seen first principle. After that, we have seen derivatives of standard functions. Now just look at these some points. What is derivative? So look at the definition. If y equals to f of x be any real valued function, then rate of change of y with change in x is called as derivative of y with respect to x. So just look at the notation. If y equals to f of x be any given function, then its derivative with respect to x will be y dash, or it can be written as f dash x, or it can be written as dy by dx. Students, in previous class we have also seen that derivative can be found by first principle. Dy by dx equals to limit as h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Also students, we have seen derivatives of standard functions. In previous class, using these standard functions, we solved some examples. Now look at these formulas. I have written 3 columns, or I have drawn 3 columns. First numbers, then standard functions, after that derivatives of that corresponding standard functions. So first formula, if your y equals to x raised to n, y equals to x raised to n is the standard functions, and its derivative becomes y dash equals to n into x raised to n minus 1. Here n belongs to R, that is n is the real number. Second formula, if y equals to 1 upon x is the standard function, then its derivative y dash equals to minus 1 upon x square. Third formula, y equals to 1 upon x raised to n is the standard function, its derivative y dash equals to minus n upon x raised to n plus 1. Fourth formula, y equals to root x, its derivative y dash equals to 1 upon 2 root x. Fifth formula, if y equals to a raised to x is the standard function where a is greater than 0, that is non-negative, its derivative y dash equals to a raised to x into log a. Here, look at here, a raised to x as it is with log a. Remember this step. Sixth formula, if your function y equals to log x and its derivative becomes y dash equals to 1 upon x. Students, now these are the standard functions with trigonometric functions. Look, seventh formula, if your function y equals to sin x, then its derivative becomes y dash equals to cos x. Sin x derivative cos x, and vice versa. Eighth formula, y equals to cos x is the standard function, then its derivative y dash equals to minus sin x. Cos x, its derivative becomes negative, and sin x. Ninth formula, if y equals to tan x is the standard function, then its derivative y dash equals to sec square x. 10th formula, y equals to sec x, its derivative y dash equals to sec x into tan x. 11th formula, if standard function is y equals to cosec x, then its derivative y dash equals to minus cosec x into cot x. Cosec x, its derivative becomes negative. Next, 12th formula, if y equals to cot x, its derivative y dash equals to minus cosec square x. Cot x, its derivative becomes negative. 30th formula, if y equals to k, where k is any constant number, then its derivative always 0. That is, if y equals to any constant, suppose take k equals to 3, suppose y equals to 3, its derivative becomes 0. If y equals to minus 100, then its derivative becomes 0. If k equals to 1000, then its derivative becomes 0. Students, you must remember that c goes to negative. So what is actual meaning of this bracket? So in trigonometric function, if your function starts with c, then your derivative must be negative. So for example, look at here, if y equals to cos x and cos x is the trigonometric function start with c, so its derivative becomes negative, so negative sin x. Also here cosec x is the trigonometric function and starts with c, so its derivative becomes negative, so negative cosec x into cot x. Similarly, cot x is the trigonometric function and starts with c, therefore its derivative goes to negative, negative cosec square x. So for this trigonometric function, you must remember this note, c goes to negative. Now students, in previous class, we have seen rules of derivatives. Now look, if u and v are differentiable functions, means u and v are two different functions and they are differentiable. And differentiable means its derivative exists. That is, u is differentiable means du by dx exists. V is differentiable means dv by dx exists. Then first rule is, if y equals to u plus v, then its derivative y dash equals to du by dx plus dv by dx. Means if your function are separated with plus sign, then its derivative becomes also separated by its corresponding derivatives. Second rule, y equals to u minus v, then y dash equals to du by dx minus dv by dx. That is, if your functions are separated by difference or minus sign, then its derivative also becomes separated with minus sign. Now third important formula, if your function y equals to u into v, that is y is the function of two multiplicative functions, then its derivative y dash equals to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. It means that if u is the first function, v is the second function, then its derivative becomes first function u as it is into derivative of second function, that is derivative of v, that is dv by dx, plus sign second function v as it is into derivative of first function du by dx. Students, you must remember, if your function is multiplicative, then here it becomes plus sign. Now fourth formula or fourth rule, if y equals to u upon v, then its derivative y dash equals to v as it is du by dx minus u as it is dv by dx whole divided by v square. It means that if your function it is in division, that is u is the first function, v is the second function, or u is the numerator and v is the denominator, then its derivative becomes second function as it is, that is denominator as it is, into du by dx, that is derivative of first function, minus sign first function as it is dv by dx, that is derivative of second function, divided by second function square. Also important rule is, if y equals to k into u, where k is constant, then its derivative becomes y dash equals to k into du by dx. That is, if your function y equals to k into u, means k is the scalar multiple, that is constant number with some function u, then just take k outside and take the derivative of that function, that is y dash equals to k outside into du by dx. You can't write derivative of k into derivative of u, because it becomes, if you take derivative of k into derivative of u, it becomes 0, because you have seen derivative of constant is 0. We cannot write this. So such type of rule, you have to take k outside, that is constant take outside, and take the derivative of function, that is y dash equals to k into du by dx. Now on these rules we will see examples one by one.